In the dead of night, David Blackwood was drowning in the silence of the warehouse. It was his night shift, another long one spent bathed in the ghostly glow of the monitors. People said the warehouse was haunted, a place of strange echoes and fleeting shadows, but David had always scoffed at the stories. To him, it was just an empty building of concrete and dust. The hallways and rooms on his screens were as still and silent as a tomb. He was just taking a sip of his lukewarm coffee when a flicker of movement caught his eye. It was on camera 7, the one aimed down the long corridor by the loading bay. An old, heavy service door was slowly, deliberately creaking open. "Must be the wind," he muttered, trying to dismiss it. But then, at the far end of that same hallway, a shadow detached itself from the deeper darkness. It was tall and unnaturally thin, and it stood perfectly still. David sat up straight, his heart giving a sudden hard thump against his ribs. This couldn't be a burglar. All the alarms were silent. He leaned in, zooming the camera. The figure was moving, but not in any way a person should. It wasn't walking, but sliding from one spot to the next, like a glitch in a video game, its form flickering at the edges. A cold dread began to creep up his spine. David quickly switched through the other camera feeds. The stockroom, the main floor, the offices, all empty. He switched back to camera 7. The figure was closer now, halfway down the hall. He reached for the phone to call his supervisor, his hand trembling slightly. He lifted the receiver to his ear, but there was no dial tone, nothing, just a dead, empty silence. The fear was real now, a cold, heavy weight in his gut. He looked back at the screen. The figure was now right in front of the camera, its form filling the entire lens. It had no face, just a void of absolute blackness. It slowly, unnervingly, raised a single long-fingered hand and pointed directly at the lens. In that exact instant, every monitor in front of him erupted into a screaming wall of white static. A split second later, the lights in the security office blinked once and died, plunging David into absolute suffocating darkness, leaving him alone with nothing but the sound of his own ragged, terrified breaths.